Hi, welcome back to your new tutorial. So let's continue our coding. In previous tutorial, we have uh, we have got the sent stats table updated. So this table we have got it updated. Now in this tutorial we will write a code to update this event stats. So earlier in a previous tutorial we have read a database from sent stats table, and now we will read our data from a mailing table. So mailing table is here. This YouTube mailing table will tell you at what time what type of email was sent, such as delivery, send, bounce, open or bounce. Okay. So for that we have to read this YouTube underscore mailing table. So first of all we have to get a current time here. So the current time is equal to int. So int will be the typecasting, and then time, it will get a current time. Okay. And after that we will read a table. We will make a query in the table. So the response is equal to mailing table. Okay. So let's give a name to the mailing table here. Mailing table is equal to, it's DynamoDB dot table YouTube underscore mailing. Okay. So response is equal to mailing table dot query, and in this query we are going to make a query for the our secondary index. So we have to give a name for our secondary index. So index name is equal to, it was event type, and then event time index. Let me show you it. So here is our secondary index, event type, event time index. With this secondary index we will first identify the event type, and then we will get a event okay, in between some specific time. Okay. And then projection expression is equal to country, and key condition expression. So that's the key for which we will be looking into the table. So the first one is event type, and if event type is equal, that's the EQ. And first we are going to look for delivery type of emails. So .eq delivery, and then we are going to give some time specific, okay, some time frame. That's the event time. Then dot between. So here is a trick actually. So we are going to get a stats for an event. So how many emails were sent, and how many emails were delivered, open, click, and bounce, and the complaint. So for this time frame we will query the database between time frame of this and the current time. And for this we will query the database between this time frame and this time frame. Okay. So for this database, we will query between this and these two time frame. For this database, we will query between these two time frame. For this data, we will query for this two time frame. For this data, we will query in between these two. And for the first line, for the first row, we will query between current time. What is the current time? When we are inflating this GUI and this time frame. So that's what I am doing here. So the event time in between the current time, here is current time, and in between the current time and the response, okay, and the previous event time. So that's stored into a sent response items, and then the first one is the 0th location, and then of course it was date, okay, and current time, right? Exactly. So once the response will return, it will carry out the um, you know total number of delivered message. So for that you can write here delivery count, okay. So the delivery count is equal to response and then count, okay. So once again here, suppose that if the total database size is more than 2 MB, that's the more than 2 megabyte, then Amazon Web Services, it breaks that data into multiple chunks. So that's mean in a single time you cannot read more than 2 MB of data. So suppose that if data is more than 2 MB, then we have to read it once again, okay. And for that we can write it like this: while last evaluated key is present in response, then we can again read it. Response is equal to mailing table. In fact, we can just copy it here, just copy this whole thing and paste it here. Okay, so mailing table dot query, and this time we have to add one exclusive start key, okay, exclusive start key equal to response and then last evaluated key, okay. Perfect. So once you do this, and now we need to increase our delivery count. Delivery count is equal to delivery count and then plus response and the total count returned into a response, okay. So once we get full delivery count message, now we can update our delivery, okay, text. So delivery text box, so self dot delivery one, you see here. So this first one is delivery, okay. So this is delivery one. So the self dot delivery one dot set text, and then this is number, we have to convert it into a string, then str and then delivery count. Now we are done with the delivery. So let's save it, and we are going to run it one more time. So let's run it. and now you will see here delivery will be updated, and the total message in the delivery count will be how many? 1 2 2 message. Okay, so it shows that the 0, no problem. I'll see that why it is showing is still 0. Let's update this one, then I'll see it, see this one why this is coming to only 0. Okay, so for that what I can do, we can check it here why this is showing some error. So the event type is delivery, that's okay, and key is event time, and we are looking in between item 0 and the date, item 0 and the date, and perhaps that's the fine, and the current time. So everything seems okay here, but still somehow that is giving some error. Okay, so what I can do here, I can update delivery 2 in a similar way. Okay, so I can just copy it and let's paste it here, right? Okay, so once again response equal to the mailing table dot query, but now in this expression condition key we have to change this one. Now at this time we will look in between the first date and the 0th date. Okay, and this one will be 0 date. Okay, in the same way we will change this one. Okay, 0 and 1, and once it count all the messages, then we can update delivery 2. So let's save it and run it. Sometimes what happens, there is a little time difference between my local time and AWS local time. Okay, see here, now it is successfully has read only 1, but there is a little time difference between local and UTC time frame, so I'll fix that. So for fixing that, as of now in my current local time, what I am having my local time is it is advanced by 19,800 second. So for that I have to add that here. Okay, so 19,800 and plus 19,800 . Okay, then I have to also add those here too. Just save it and close previous window, and let's run it one more time. So there is error. It says that the between operator requires upper bound to be greater than or equal to the lower bound. Okay, so it says that the between operator requires upper bound to be greater than or equal to the lower bound. So somehow I have made a little mistake here, perhaps here. Time zone, I think a little mistake in the time zone also. Minus time dot time zone. Okay, right, so let's save it and let's run it once again. It is giving same error once again. Okay, no problem, I'll fix it later. So as of now, what we can do, we can just cancel it here as well as here. Okay, right. So as you know here, we have updated our delivery 1 and the delivery 2, and in the similar way, we will also update our delivery 3. So just copy it and paste it once again, and this time we have to make it 2. Okay, and we will make it 1 and also 1 to this one, and then we will make it 3. Save it, and now let's paste it one more time for the 4. So this is 2, now we will make it 3, and we'll also make it to 3, and this one will be 2, since we will be looking between 2 and the 3, and this will be the 2. So now we are going to update it the final time. So here is the final time when we are updating it. Okay, so 3, and this is 4, this is 4, this is 3, and this is 3. Just save it. Okay, right, so just save it, and if it is running, just close it and let's run it once again. Great, and I just remember that earlier it was showing that the correct information on the GUI. You see here the time frame is somehow it's not coming here. The correct time frame is not being shown here. This is item 1 0 2 1 2 1 3 2 3 2 4 3 4 3, and yes, so I just forgot to change this. So this is delivery 5, and this one will be the delivery 4, and this is delivery 3, it's okay, and this is delivery 2, it is also okay, and here delivery 1. So just save it once again. And you see here there is only one delivery message is being shown here. However, we are having two delivery message into our database. If I can see here, okay, right. So there are two delivery messages. I'll see that later why this is showing only one delivery message here.